The Nashville Predators currently find themselves in 8th place in the Central Division after 13 games skated this season. Record of 4-8-1 sees the Predators still in single-digit points at only 15 points behind the Winnipeg Jets for first place now in the Central Division on the road, which is where the Predators' next game will take place against the Florida Panthers. Their record of 1-2-1, 31 goals for on the season overall, 44 goals against overall, a goal differential of -13 overall. We'll talk about the Panthers. We'll talk about the Preds. We'll do both of those coming up after we update you on the Central Division standings. The Winnipeg Jets are still currently in first place, 13 games skated, 12-1 record, 24 points. They now hold a 6-point lead over second place Minnesota, and then a 10-point lead over third place Dallas and fourth place St. Louis. So the Winnipeg Jets off to one of the best starts in the entirety of the NHL. The Utah Hockey Club's in 5th place in the Central Division at 13 points. Colorado Avalanche have 12. Chicago Blackhawks are in 7th place with 11 points. And the Nashville Predators, again, in 8th and last place with just 9 points. Now, once the Predators are done with this second night of back-to-backs, last night Washington, tonight in Florida, Saturday home against the Utah Hockey Club. But that's just a one-night stand because the Preds are off on their CMA road trip starting on Monday in Colorado, Thursday at Edmonton, Friday at Calgary, and then on the 17th at the Vancouver Canucks. So a make-or-break road trip coming up for this Nashville Predators team. On the 25th of February, 2025, that's when the Nashville Predators will have their second game of the season against the Florida Panthers. That will take place at Bridgestone Arena. So a 2-game series, game 1 tonight, game 2 February the 25th. Now, this Florida Panthers team is off to a great start this season. They're 9-3-1 overall. They have 19 points. That's first in the Atlantic Division. On home ice, quite well. 3-1-1 is their home record. 48 goals for. Nice big number there. 41 goals against, plus 7 is their goal differential. If we take a look at their most recent stretch of action, we see a lot of winning on the board is what we see. The 24th of October is a 3-1 win at the New York Rangers. The 26th of October saw a 6-3 win at the New York Islanders. Follow that up with the New York sweep with a 5-2 win at the Buffalo Sabres on the 28th of October. On the 1st of November, it was a 6-4 win versus Dallas on home ice, and then on the 2nd, a 4-2 win versus Dallas. That's right, back-to-back nights hosting the Dallas Stars and beating the Dallas Stars easily both of those nights. The most recent game, the 4-2 final against Dallas, Knight got the start, picked up the victory, 23 out of 25 in net. Now, before we talk about the NHL rankings in this matchup between the Predators and the Panthers, let's update you quickly on the injury situation with this Nashville Predators team. Tommy Novak, a late scratch after warm-ups just before the start of the Washington Capitals game, is now listed as day-to-day. Colton Sissons left the game after blocking a shot. Everybody saw that on the broadcast. He is also listed at this moment as day-to-day, but the Colton Sissons one worries me more because we did all see it, and Colton Sissons is a gamer out there. So for him to come out of the lineup and to be day-to-day, I would think there's something really wrong with that hand-wrist area. The NHL ranks and numbers between these two teams, the Nashville Predators and the Florida Panthers. Well, the Panthers are going to lead in most of these statistical metrics. 3.69 goals for per game is 6th best in the National Hockey League. The Predators are at 2.38. That is 29th. Quite the opposite. In the goals against category, the Predators' 3.38 given up per game is 26th in the league, while the Panthers are giving up 3.15, which is still a high number, but still 9 spots ahead of the Predators at 17th in the NHL. In the shots for category, Predators have been pretty good in this category all season long. 32.8 is now 3rd best in the NHL, while the Florida Panthers are at 29.5. That is 16th in the league. Shots against, the Panthers, the same exact ranking of 16th, 28.8 shots against per game. The Predators giving up 29 per game. That is 19th in the league. In the special teams, 2 pretty decent power plays, top half of the league. The Florida Panthers are in the top 10. 25.7% conversion rate. That's 7th best in the league. 9 out of 35. The Nashville Predators are 20.9% conversion rate. They're 13th best in the league. They also have 9 conversions on the power play this season, but on 43 opportunities. The Predators' penalty kill has jumped back up into first with their most recent performance. 93.2% kill rate is best overall in the NHL, only giving up 3 power play goals against this season. The Florida Panthers are at 86.8%, which is a very good penalty kill rate. They are 5th best in the NHL. They have only given up 5 power play goals against on the season. When it comes to the individual scoring leaders for each of these teams, we always like to give you the top 5 scorers. So let's talk about Philip Forsberg for the Nashville Predators, leading the Nashville Predators. 6 goals, 4 assists, 10 points, but now falling well off the point per game pace. Philip Forsberg is in a bit of a slump, as well as the whole Nashville Predators offense, and Ryan O'Reilly has been able to catch up to him at 10 points, 3 goals, 7 assists. So Forsberg and O'Reilly co-team leaders at 10 points. Then you'll find Gus Nyquist, 4 goals and 3 assists for 7 points. Marchessault, 2 goals and 5 assists for 7 points. And the captain, Romeo, at 1 and 6 for 7 as well. On the Florida Panthers side of things, the top 5 scorers the top 3 scorers would all be the Nashville Predators' leading scorer, and it is impressive to see what they've done so far. Reinhart, 10 goals, 11 assists, 21 points on this early part of the season. Bennett is at 8 goals and 5 assists for 13 points. Lundell, 6 and 7 for 13. Forsling, 3 goals, 5 assists for 8 points. And Tkachuk, 3 and 5 for 8. Anticipated goaltender matchup in this game sees Sergei Bobrovsky, 6-2-1 record, 3.08 goals against average, and 8.92 save percentage against UC Saros, 3-7-1, 2.85 goals against average, 9.04 save percentage with a shutout. That's Saros' updated stats after last night's Washington Capitals game. Wedgwood should get the start in net for the Nashville Predators on the second night of back-to-backs. That's going to do it for the preview. You're all set now for the Nashville Predators heading on into the Florida Panthers. And then the Nashville Predators will be heading on home for a game Saturday night. Quick 2-game road trip back-to-back, less than 24 hours with this entire road trip. So the Nashville Predators have 2 huge points that are going to be very difficult to try to obtain against the Florida Panthers. All right, let's get to the Rebar Sports full game recap. Let's go back to Washington and find out what happened with the Preds and the Caps just last night.